Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to this message. I'm Erica. I am a psychic medium and a priestess. If you're new, welcome in, my loves. And those of you guys returning, welcome back. So you guys have seen the title, right? I just got done with another beautiful portal workshop. We've done so many at this point, and you know, we don't do them every month. Ooh, there's something about past lives. Speaking of the workshop. So those of you guys who purchased a ticket, those of you guys who were on the live, even if you couldn't make the live, like when you join us live in the quantum field, whenever that is for you. But it was just so, this one was different than any other one that we've ever done. We astral traveled to Lemuria, and we first were in a rose quartz Venusian temple where we were with the Venusians, Hathor, and an Emerald Order of Ascended Masters and Archangels. And then we went into Lemuria, and we were at this beautiful space near Lemurian waters, the ocean, and then also a beautiful Lemurian waterfall and lagoon. And we were in our Lemurian form, and also we connected with the Lemurians, and we received beautiful healings and activations and soul remembrances and all these things. So the past lives showing up, because this message is going to be a short message with the Lemurians. I'm going to pull a couple oracle messages, and the message is going to tie in to the workshop that we did today. So for those of you guys who did the workshop, if you were there, I'm sure probably most people that joined on the live are sleeping or resting right now. I don't know, because that it's like you're getting, it's such a high level quantum like calibration, and there was a lot of removal of things, you know, like a lot of like stuff that just isn't serving you, old programming, thoughts, debris, stuff that was stuck in the crown chakra for a lot of people, creating clutter and thoughts going, you know, like not being able to focus. There was a lot of like third eye debris removed as well. Just so much happens. And then activations for Lemurian soul gifts, you know, healings, like we worked with the water energy in the Lemurian waters. Like it was just so beautiful. So beautiful confirmation right off the bat. Also, this is a soulmate. Ace of Swords is on the bottom of the deck, baby. You cannot make it up. Archangel Michael, who was Archangel Michael came through with his twin soul angel Faith, Archangel Faith. So it was just really beautiful. More confirmation. A lot of clarity around past life stuff. So anyways, we'll get into the message in just a moment. But anyways, I just wanted to share that. So thank you for all of you guys. And yes, you can still purchase the recording. I will leave it, you know, all of the portal recordings that, you know, that we've done, you know, are available, but there's really no way for you to know which ones we've done. I would have to create a list, which I need to do, of all of the workshops available and who we worked with and where we went, etc. And like what the focus was maybe around that workshop. But this is available. So in the description box where all my services, reading options, everything is, you'll see, I'm leaving it there for probably the next like week or so in the videos, but you'll see, okay? Just email me, say that you want to, you know, you want to purchase the Lemurian transmission, you know, experience, whatever you want to say, and we will get it to you, okay? So thank you. Oh my gosh, you guys, like, and the Lemurian energies are just so powerfully healing. Like, and the Lemurian energy is just so different. It's very different. So it literally felt like, I was joking, but I was like, it's like you're going in and like coming out of like a really powerful, like Lemurian cosmic day spa, you know, just coming out recalibrated, like feeling like the love flowing, feeling blockages, you know, like you feel lighter, like it's just very tranquil and serene in that way. Very harmonizing, very harmonizing. All right, so with that being said, we've got 2 cards out. Let's get into this Lemurian message for you guys. If you resonate with Lemuria, if you resonate with Atlantis, you're definitely here for a reason, okay? You're an old soul, for sure. All right. The water. So we have this beautiful, like, water, like, Lemurian goddess showing up. She's got all these different arms and hands. Like, she's receiving the water codes. This is what happened today for everyone. We received the water codes, the healing codes on so many different levels. The water activations, you know, all the things. So let's see what it says. So something very strong about the element of water. Probably a lot of you guys resonate very strongly with the water element. You could be a water sign. You know, you could just be very, like, drawn and you know, like, you love the water. Like, you love visiting the beach, the lake, the rivers, you know, whatever it is. Okay, so this speaks of the overflow. So legit, May is ushering in a beautiful, like, these beautiful, like, abundance timelines are flowing in, okay? So this workshop today was it helped remove hella stuck energy and stuff that, like, is gunked up. Because so much, we're receiving so much. And it's a lot of, like, what we're receiving in activations, like, because so much energy is gunked up, it's not, like, getting through and anchoring and grounding and gridding in entirely like it should. So it's like you're getting, like, it's like half powered. Whereas if it was, like, flowing all the way through and you were more grounded and grounding it in, it would be full power mode on instead of just, like, half powered, you know, receiving. So the workshop, that helped. So that's what we did, was it removed a lot of the debris and gunk and all the things and cleared the pathways and channels of receiving and for energy to flow and the chakras to flow all in the right direction and to have the energy flowing the way that it should. You know what I mean? So I love that this came out. So let's see what it says. The being in the picture has many hands, yet the water falls through her fingers. It blesses her in the moments that it touches her radiant skin and continues on its journey. Her heart is overflowing with love. That was the vibe today in the workshop, wasn't it, you guys? The Lemurians, that's what they did. It was an infusion of Lemurian healing and love. Okay, so the love, like, we're feeling the love activations. We're feeling the heart. It was big stuff happening in the heart too, because a lot of people are, they're having heart blockages, or, you know, because we've been moving through so much density and so much purging and things, that the heart chakras have been getting blocked, you know, with energetically. So that was another big thing. So I love that it says that. Her heart is overflowing with love. So now love can flow back to her. Her eyes are filled with tears that need to be shed. Tears of joy, tears of gratitude, tears of overjoy. That's what I'm getting. These are happy tears, tears of it's just flowing. My holy chalice is just, it runneth over, darling, it runneth over. It is the overflow of love, of abundance. Money is the energy of water. Okay? Like, it's flowing. Okay. So her eyes are filled with tears, and she gracefully allows what comes through to move her without control. So whatever is meant to flow into her and through her and into her life, whatever it is, good, bad, the ugly, okay, she's not trying to control. She's not going, ew, why is this happening? Or, oh my gosh, this is amazing, right? She's literally just, like, in the moment, present, feeling it all, receiving it all, okay? Which is what we should be doing. I fully am open. I'm full, you know, to receiving. My heart is open for what is meant for me, for what's the highest good, whatever it is, okay? She's aligned with her purpose, and she's overjoyed. Wow, I just used the word overjoyed. I was hearing it. I was seeing it. She's overjoyed to give from this limitless place, and she radiates so much light into this world. That's you. You radiate so much light into this world by literally just existing, by literally just being. You've had a lot of things siphoned from you. You've had so much, right? Like, you know, like okay, so like I've been picking up on something for me personally for a while now, you know, and there's a few different energies for sure, but there's one person in particular who thinks she's slick. She's a dark priestess, but she portrays herself as a light priestess. And I had to remove her from my life. Like, she wasn't in my life very long. In fact, it's like almost a year ago since I crossed paths with her. But the energies are, you know, there was several people that came into my awareness, and it was tests, you know what I mean? So my point with this is that, you know, she was very triggered by my gifts, by my, you know, like, she felt like I was more powerful. She felt like I was, like, everything was moving so fast, and I was tapping in so deeply and so strongly, and like, so there was a lot of insecurity and jealousy. And so I've been picking up a lot of intuitive hits about her trying to send stuff my way and block things, and like, it's just very jealous energy, like, basically, like, just wishing, you know, that you know, the opposite of success, wishing the opposite of abundance, wishing, you know, the opposite of growth, things like that. And it's because I give from this limitless place of my heart and my love, and it's because I radiate so much light to this world. So today, one of my psychic medium friends, who's phenomenal, Diana, she confirmed it this morning, earlier. She confirmed it exactly. And like, she described her physical, and I was like, oh yeah, like, it confirmed for me. So anyways, you have had people like that. And for some reason recently, for reasons like that, those kinds of messages have been coming through. And I don't record them all the time, but I just did one, like, something like that. Because of the light you radiate, because of the overflow of, like, love and just, like, true source love and empathy and compassion, people are jealous of it. People have tried to block it. People have sent ill will your way. People have sent evil eye or curses or whatever it is, okay? Spirit wants you to know, just like they wanted me to know and have wanted me to know, that that person is way out of alignment. That person is trying to block me, someone who is very much in their divine flow and energy and ascension in the highest good and possible ways, trying to block me from my soul mission. And my spirit guides are not playing, okay? So, like, and that's the thing, is like, they think they're slick, but when you're very in tune, you know, you can feel it, or you literally are like me and you see it. You know what I mean? Okay, so just a side note, okay, Spirit wants you to know, if this is you, because I do have a lot of really beautiful spiritual leaders in the community that follow me, other tarot readers, psychic mediums, other priestesses, healers, you know, light language channels, things like that, right? Like, whatever it is that you do. But I have a lot of you guys that follow me. So I know that a lot of you guys have dealt this or encountered this, and Spirit wants you to know you're in the overflow. Okay, your abundance is overflowing. All that stuff, like, karma is being dealt and you're overflowing, okay? So they don't want you to worry, is the point, okay? That's what they mean by a place of, you know, not controlling. Like, you're just in this pure receiving, trust, and flow, okay? So it's all good. It says, give more from a place of overflow than obligation. So basically, like, if you're going to give, don't give out of obligation. Don't give out of guilt or, God, I got to do it. You know what I mean? If you're going to give out of the place of the heart, okay? When we bless others like that, like my work right here, right? This is coming from my heart, from my higher self, right? That's where it comes from, and the divine, right? So I'm giving, right? And I'm not giving from a place of desperation or whatever, or lack, or I'm giving from a place of love. And when we do that, no matter what the scenario is, we are blessed, like, multiplied, okay? So give from a place of love, not an overflow, not of obligation. Even when we think we have nothing to give, coming from a mindset of overflow creates more of what we want, okay? All right, just giving a smile, that's a form of giving, you know, love and coming from a place of overflow. I have plenty of love to give in that way. I can be nice, I can show gratitude, I can say thanks, I can whatever, you know what I mean? Give a compliment, I can make someone's day like that. All that doesn't cost a dime, you know? Doesn't cost anything to be kind. But it does cost a lot to be cruel, doesn't it? That's a good saying. I'm not going to say that I am coining that, okay? Because I'm sure it's been said many times. But it doesn't cost a thing to be kind, but it costs a lot to be cruel. Wow. Okay? Look at this. Speaking of the higher heart and the heart and giving from a place of overflow, okay? You're receiving so much, okay? So just so you know, this is like past life payout too. Okay, wow. Look at this beautiful, beautiful. I love this. The artist who did this deck, the Lemurian Oracle, like decks and tarot and stuff, they did a phenomenal job because this is legit. Like how the colors and the very multidimensionality of Lemuria and just everything about it. It's very Lemurian. So I don't know. The way I experienced Lemuria and the way I was channeled Lemuria today, and the way, you know, those of you guys who do the workshop, the way you used to see Lemuria, and I'm sure a lot of you guys too, that, you know. So the higher heart, it speaks of ecstatic bliss. And you guys, I'm sorry to keep bringing up the workshop, but literally, like, that's what we talked about, and that's like a part of the infusions and Lemurian healing and activations and stuff, was infusing with Lemurian ecstatic, euphoric bliss, overjoy, bliss. So we got infused with like blissed out vibes, okay? And like to help us to raise our vibration and to help us feel that and embrace it. You're in a timeline right now where ecstatic bliss is your jam. Ecstatic bliss is your middle name, honey, okay? This card taps into the blissful oneness we feel as we drop our edges and protective containers. This is the place where we feel held and seen enough to flow into oneness, where the eternal part of me meets the eternal part of you. This is love too, you guys. You hear that? This is also love. This is the selfless state where our higher selves commune for illuminating perspective on how we share, gift, and lift others in our joyful overflow. Consider your life purpose by exploring what allows you to give in joy. Joyful giving. There's a lot of joyful giving coming your way. And also joyful giving coming from you towards others. Like, the more you receive, the more you can help or give back, or there's something about that. With the higher heart chakra, ecstatic bliss, and the overflow of the water element, there's ecstatic bliss and overflow of love, emotion. Emotions that bring ecstatic bliss, euphoria. Today in the workshop weeks in Lemuria, we felt God's source love. We felt that ecstatic bliss. We felt that euphoria of love. That's also what's coming into your life. Like, you're so loving, you're so good. None of us are perfect. That doesn't exist, right? Like, we've all had, you know, we've all done things, right? We don't judge ourselves about it. You know, we don't cast shame and judgment on our shadow, on the parts that we, you know, have like disowned or dismissed. The parts that we're not, of ourselves that we're not proud of. We have to bring that in. We have to bring that back in. Make it one with our light. With the parts of ourselves that we do love and that we do radiate. You know what I mean? You're here to show others that way. But you're in an era of ecstatic bliss. The overflow. Look at that. The death card. Non-stop Scorpio. Scorpio vibes here. This is deep. This is very deep. Very psychic energy. Very deep though. To me, Scorpio is the deepest water sign. That's just me. It rules, you know, it's Pluto. It rules the underworld. Like how much deeper can you get than the underworld? You know what I mean? That's deeper than the ocean. That's deeper than any waters. You know what I mean? So for me, Scorpio is the deepest water sign. The completion, the world, the universe. Everything is aligning for you. This is how you've been feeling, hasn't it? This is how you've been feeling because you've been spiritually tested, the Hierophant. You've been so worried and up in your head and, you know, okay? And Spirit's just over here laughing like your ancestors, your spirit guides. They're like, this silly goose, this silly person, this silly woman, this silly man. Look what they do to themselves for nothing. If only they could see themselves in truth. Today we connected with our higher selves, you know what I mean? And it was beautiful. This right here is you being lifted up in a big way by the universe. You think the universe has forgotten you, forsaken you? No, no, no. The universe would never do that. Can't do that. The universe can't even forsake the smallest little organism and, you know, ant. These spiritual lessons that you've been going through, you've risen up. This is your portal to beautiful things. Okay, look at that. It looks like if you walk through that portal up there, you're gonna be blessed. Some kind of beautiful heaven is on the other side in that portal. You're not going up there and walking through and, you know, you're in a dungeon in darkness and, you know, the underworld with Hades. Okay, it's a lot. So through the spiritual everything, okay, you've been feeling like this, but Spirit's like, come back, you know, come back to your truth, come back to who you really are. Okay, and you do. That's why you have rebirth. That's why you have a beautiful new beginning, some kind of maybe, you know, good news, some kind of like, you know, some kind of truth being revealed. It could be in a document, it could be an inheritance. Okay, I'm getting a very specific message. You are extremely intelligent. Maybe you didn't go to college. Maybe you didn't graduate high school or grade school, or maybe you dropped out at a certain young age, or, you know, maybe you know, or maybe you did go to college, but you didn't finish your degree, or there's something where you have been underestimated, where people have brushed you off. You haven't gotten jobs because of this. Like people who have a degree over, you know, they've gotten jobs over you, even though you were more qualified. I'm getting chills for confirmation. Yeah. So you've been overlooked a lot. Okay. And like people look at you like, oh, you didn't finish school, you know, you didn't finish college, like, you know, but you're smart. You're smarter and you see things from a much higher level because you're such an evolved soul. Like you can see things people can't. You can see through things people can't. You know things people will, you know, don't know. Like you're smart, okay? What I'm getting is that now is your time where all of those gifts and traits, those are going to be front and center. Those are going to be your meal ticket. Those are going to be your heaven on earth. you are smart, you are intelligent, and you know, and you were protected in every single moment where people looked at you like they were better, or they were smarter, or they passed you up for a job, you know, because you didn't have the bachelor's degree or the whatever, you know what I mean? You're street smart and book smart, but you may not have the degree, you know. It's just like certifications and things like that, you know. Are they good to have and good on paper and things? Yeah, absolutely. But if you're a healer, you're a healer. Or if you're, you know what I mean? If you know, you know. Okay. So anyways, I don't know, but it's just like everything, your knowledge and everything that's up here that's been underestimated and overlooked, you're going to be utilizing it if you're not already. And it's going to make you buku bucks. It's going to take you high places. Okay. And it's because you're doing it again from a place of your heart, from overflow of love, of empathy, of compassion. Okay. Like, Spirit says, no more holding back. It's time to fly. No more holding on to the past. It's time to fly. Okay? Bravery. Be brave. Be brave. Okay? All right. What I'm also getting, like you talk with the animals. The animals can hear you. Okay? They do it, like they can understand you, you know? A lot of animals can, and people don't know that. Like, they're so smart. They're so intelligent. You know, they may say bird brain, but birds are not dumb, you know? Especially like on the spiritual side of things too. Like, they're, okay, like you can talk with them. Same thing with the flowers and the plants and the trees. They're listening. They can hear you. They understand. You don't like to be around a lot of people. You like your space. You like your privacy. You like to be with self, okay? But I feel you have been desiring, you know, like companionship. Like you feel like you're there. You feel like you're ready for it. Okay? That's a part of this new cycle because you've completed something huge on a spiritual level, like in a big, big, big way. Yeah, justice. There it is. Yep, there it is. I knew it. Okay. Okay, so it is. You're in this space of overflow, wishes being fulfilled. You've got, look at the treasure at the end of the rainbow. Like, you just feel good. You're like, all my friends, I'm taking everyone to, you know, a weekend getaway, or I'm taking everyone to a 5-star hotel, or it's like that, okay? Like, where you're like, I'm going to treat you, and I'm going to treat myself, and I'm going to do this, you know. But you're also very intelligent, so you're not like going to go blow all your money. You know that this is, you just know. You know all the things, okay? This is, again, good karma, justice, things flying in. Flying in. Also, I got to say it, for a lot of you guys, this is like some kind of like yin and yang balance, okay? Like something is balancing or balanced or creating balance between a king of swords, someone who's maybe completed some things on their end too, or they are, I don't know. But some kind of soulmate, soul contract, something. Okay? This could be you also, possibly. Maybe that's about the bravery. For some of you guys, you need to hear that. Like, you wouldn't be getting readings like this. Spirit would not put me in front of you. Like, it wouldn't resonate, you know? Like, if you're in a partnership where you gotta go, and it's just, oh, but we have, you know, we're married, and oh, we have our, you know, insurance together, and, you know, everything is caught up in each other, okay? There's no separation of, you know, individuality in that regard. It's all together, right? Doesn't matter. Whatever material 3D excuses are holding you back, it's time. It's time, okay? And that's in every way and for all of us. You know what I mean? So anyways, my loves, I think I'm just going to leave it here. Let's go ahead and get a message from, also in the, in our workshop today, I was like, oh my God, I wasn't expecting this, but Mother Mary came through and she did a beautiful like transmission right in the beginning with butterflies and light and like, oh my God, it was so beautiful, so powerful. And then Mary Magdalene came forward again at a different time. So I was just like, whoa, yeah. Just wasn't expecting that. So, but anyways, they're always there and present with us. I mean, they were there in the Council of Ascended Masters. So they were there present with us, but I wasn't expecting them to come forward and like do anything. Thought it was just going to be, you know, Hathor and the Venusians and the Ascended Masters as a whole. But nope. Open. Look at that. Open, 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 open. Be open. Look at that. This right here, even the body language. She's very like, you know, like that is not like open, like, hello, I am open. It's very like, I don't know, I'm scared. Just want to hold on to every, you know, very timid, very scared. That is fear to the core. Fear, fear, fear. It's the miser. The miser is fear energy. Okay? Got to be open. Keep that heart and keep the energy around here open too. You know, pay attention to your body language. You know, do you sit like this a lot? Or, you know, this is a protective mechanism. It's a protective, you know, there's a lot of, you know, but anyways, it says, say yes to change, say yes to invitations, going out, you know, a friend wants to come over and have a girls' night, a guy's night, say yes. You know, your buddy calls you up and says, hey, we're having a poker night. You want to come? And typically, recently, you've been you've been hermiting. You've been, right? You've been more just with self and nature and just, right? Like, I just need my peace, right? That's your typical, like, go. Spirit says, no, not anymore. Okay? Also, another message that's coming through is, you know, you've been asking for these divine blessings and wish, you know, now these things are starting to happen and the universe is going to use situations and invites and friends and people and family and, you know, situations. It's going to use every single avenue it can to line you up with your soul, your kingdom spouse, or to line you up with that one job opportunity that you've been praying for, you know. Right time, right moment, right crossing of destiny, okay? That's why it's so important to say yes and be open. Expand through the extremes. That's what you've been doing. Life has been extreme. Every single thing that's been thrown at you has been fucking extreme, okay? Trust life. Trust God, source. Trust the goddess. Trust the universe, okay? Say yes. You've been expanding through the extremes. You've been praying for stuff to happen. An Amazon delivery van is driving by right now, delivering a package to my neighbor. You see your gifts, your special delivery is on the way. It's here. It's literally here. At your doorstep. Okay? Trust the seasons of life. You're coming out of a really stormy, dark wintry season of life. Embracing change, cycles of life, transition. We have the death card, transformation, and growth. There you go, see? Okay. All right, let's get one more. Actually, let's end with some intuit. So I love you guys so much. Again, mi amores, if you want the recording, I'm really proud, like, because sometimes these workshops go for like 3-4 hours. This one total, you know, from start to finish, you know, like was, I think, 2.5 hours, you know, something like that. So the transmission itself was like an hour and a half. Okay, so these aren't short, like little, there's a lot. Okay, like these are jam-packed. And these are such a cool experience. Such a cool experience. I'm going to say it. I'm going to toot the freaking horn because I deserve it. Because you know what? This is really beautiful work and I get to do it. And I hope that it activates and opens up doorways for other people to do this work too. But I didn't just wake up one day and go, oh, I think I'm going to try this. Like, okay. It came through like everything else does, a divine activation and download of, this is another thing that you're meant to be doing, and it's going to be really impactful, and it's going to help a lot of people, and it's going to just do so much, okay? It's for the highest and greatest good in all possible ways, Erica. So that's that, right? All right, this feels good. I needed to give this a good shuffle, okay? It's been a minute since I have shuffled it. Okay, here we go. What else do we want to show for the incoming energies for the collective now? Thank you, Lemurians, for this beautiful message. And our beautiful sisters of the rose. I told you it was love. Whoa. The swans. Look at that. 6 of Cups. Be open. I'm telling you, someone is praying that you're still open. Okay, I have to do a message about that. Soulmate, twin flame, the one, a pair of things, a deep soul connection, blooming love, faith, divination, and fluidity. The infusions of that Lemurian frequency and love and all the things, the Venusian energy, the Venus energies that we received from the Venusians, like, it's going to attract us in so fast, you guys, because it's activating those energies within you, helping you in those ways. Because we've been in such a dark space, okay? Like, it's helping, like, us to get out of that faster, basically, and attract, you know what I mean? If we're ready. Divination, a blooming love, a deep soul connection. The number 6 could be a life path number, a date. Oh, and I forgot to say happy 5-5. And look, 23 just came out, which is a special number for me personally. Could be for you too, a date or whatever. But it breaks down to 5. And I was literally just going to say, like, happy 5-5 portal blessings and all the things, you guys. Because the workshop was for the 5-5 portal, which is tomorrow, 5-5. The butterfly. And Mother Mary came through with the butterfly transmission. Oh my God. It's death card. It's the evolution, you guys. It is the evolution. Okay. Metamorphosis. And literally, look, be open. Open, be open, open, be open. Embrace change. This one, trust the seasons. Embrace change, embrace change. Holy confirmation. Evolution of the soul. Bingo. Yes, ma'am. Rising up. Yes, ma'am. Inspiration. Yes, ma'am. Feeling inspired, feeling rejuvenated, feeling like you're coming back to life. Oh my God. Like, I am feeling good again. I am feeling happy again. Reinventing yourself, okay? For some of you guys, like, that's a big, big message. You have been reinventing yourself. You have been going through these huge transformations, but it could be also a message of, like, it's okay to reinvent yourself. So what if people are used to you acting a certain way or dressing a certain way or whatever it is? Maybe you're feeling called to be more in priestess, flowy, scarfy skirts and blouse or dresses, and, you know, like, I don't know. And maybe, you know, maybe you're getting your Stevie Nicks vibe on or something, and people are like, you've never dressed like that before. And maybe it makes you a little self-conscious or something. There's something about that. Do not let people do that to you. Misery loves company, and we are never the company of that, okay? So I love you guys. Have a beautiful day, all right? Remember, it costs nothing at all to be kind, but it can cost everything to be cruel. Okay, I love you.